Hi, I'm Jay with eXp Realty, and we get a lot of questions about real estate asked to us, obviously pretty often, and we're always happy to help, and that's why we're making this video. And the question that we're going to answer today is what are closing costs? Closing costs are fees that you must pay at settlement, and those could be lender fees, appraisal fees, title company fees, escrows, all those sorts of things. And those are what are rolled into what are commonly known as closing costs. Typically what happens is in the days leading up to your closing, you'll get what's called a closing disclosure document, or a CD, and that has all the accounting for all the fees and charges that were on your side of the ledger. And that just means that it shows all the accounting from the transaction from both the buyer's side and the seller's side of the closing. Now, once you receive the CD and review it and everything checks out, we'll schedule a walkthrough. And that usually we want to schedule that as close to the closing as possible. And all we're doing there is just to make sure that nothing has changed from the last time that you saw the house until the day that you get the keys. And what you want to do at the walkthrough is just make sure that nothing drastic has happened to the house before you go and sign the papers, that there isn't any sudden water leak or broken window or anything like that. A variety of things happen at the closing, but the most important thing is that the ownership is transferred from the seller to the buyer, and that officially transfers when the house is closed and funded. And what that means usually is that the money has to transfer to the seller before they'll give you the keys. And that only becomes a big deal when a buyer is expected to move in on a Friday. So they close on Friday, but it's late in the afternoon and the money doesn't transfer into the seller's bank account until Monday. So that technically means that the seller still owns the house until Monday and may not give you the keys. So you might be sitting there with the moving truck waiting all weekend. So just be aware of that before you get into that moment and have the moving truck waiting. Well, I hope that answers your question, and if you like this video, please forward and share it with a friend, especially if they're going to be moving this year. And if you want to know how to pay your house off in 10 to 12 years and eliminate over $100,000 in mortgage payments, please give me a call. Thanks.